Hello, everyone. Welcome back once again. And today we're going to go over a topic which, in my opinion, is destroying a lot of people's American dream. Seewing Yi and Julie, thank you for co-hosting with me.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We can talk about a topic which is totally mind-boggling. We can share with you the crash bros, how they are destroying people's financial dreams. So without further ado, let me share the screen and here we are. Can you see my screen very well, Julie?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I can see it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
PUNK and others like him are destroying your housing dream.
Wow.
Destroying your American dream of home ownership and real estate investing. And I want you to look at his face very closely because I bet you when he was growing up younger, he might have been bullied a lot.
No.
Now,
Wow.
Now, as a young adult living in his grandmother's basement, he's using his power, misleading people. He's the king of the crash bros out there. And there are others, okay? We'll talk more about that. He knowingly, intentionally provide very inaccurate, misleading, downright lies out there. And people are buying into his lie. Look, this is one example, okay? There's a house for sale in Florida. Original price 467, now 300 grand. Totally.
Wow.
Anyway, so let me show you another video. Every year, this guy for the past 3 or 4 years, I don't know how long, ReVenture Consulting and others like him are preaching housing crash every single time. They all wrong. There have not been a housing crash in the past 3 or 4 years. And he provide daily videos. Look at ReVenture Consulting, hundreds of thousands of views per video. His subscription list is like approaching 1 million. And there are people like him also, okay? There are many. If you click on the YouTube algorithm, if you click housing crash, then you'll see a lot of these other people doing things like him. Home prices will drop 50 to 80%. This is a Harry Dent.
Mhm.
Dent is also a doomer and bloomer, king of negative headline. And finally, they gravitate toward each other. She's becoming a crash cyst instead of crash bull. She's trying to get famous also with all her negative headlines. Melody, right? She's getting invited to network among each other, these crash bros and crash cysts,
Mhm.
so they can try to make a name for themselves. This video is Saks Realty. So every day they have doom and gloom negative headlines about housing, Saks Realty, and minority mindset and others. You look at this all-star cast of doom crash
Mhm.
bros, crash this. And the reason why, here, Julie, here's my highlights. YouTube crash bros, doomers are preying on your fears. A lot of people are very gullible. Julie, you and I know, I've been in the real estate investment business for several decades. I've seen
Mhm.
this type of contents all the time over the years, and they're preaching housing crash every single day. For the past 2 years, they're wrong. Real estate still very resilient. We're still, people need to understand we have a fundamental problem with real estate. There are still have a lot of demand. There's not enough supply. So economics 101, if demand is greater than supply, and that's what we're seeing for the past few years, there will be no crash. And you and I have done a lot of videos on it. We have
Mhm.
given you a lot of very credible data to support our position. Here's what they're doing. Not only they prey on your fears, we all know negative news sells.
Yes.
When people that want to learn about risk investing, or whether you are potential primary homeowners or first time owners, whether you are a rookie, a newbie, risk investor, you click on the social media. It doesn't have to be YouTube video. It could be Instagram, could be TikTok.
You're
There's so much fear porn, housing porn out there. When people enter this world of negative information, when they subscribe to this kind of information, they are systematic programming into your brain, conditioning and brainwashing all enter in someone's brain, right? The human brain is very fragile.
Mhm.
They're very gullible. Face it, right?
Right.
All these negative headlines, clickbait, a lot of views, this crash bros and crash sis, they want more subscribers so they can monetize their channel.
Right.
And finally, if you subscribe to their negativity, they will give you permission to do nothing.
That's very interesting. I'm looking at the second one, preying on your fears. which really equates to the last one and gives you permission to do nothing. Because particularly when people are going to a market that's unfamiliar or going into a business venture that's unfamiliar, they'll prey on your fears and then you justify doing nothing. And that's just really sad because the more you do nothing, the less time you have to take advantage of an opportunity. You might wait 3-4 years, but then you've missed 3-4 years of market growth or 3-4 years of the home appreciation. I think that's really sad. They do make a lot of money from preying on people's fears.
Julie, when these YouTube video content creators, the crash when they receive a lot of subscribers, a lot of views, when I say they monetize their channels, what's your definition?
I've always said they make more money selling negative information than they're probably actually making on their properties that they own, if they own any. That's it. They're out to get clicks, and clicks equate to money. Once you get over a certain amount of viewers, you can start getting paid on the number of people that click on your site. So whether the information is good, bad, or wrong, they don't really care. They just want the clicks.
You know what's so disturbing about it? Like the king of Crash Bros, Venture Consulting, from time to time, he gets invited to the mainstream channel. Supposedly, they have done their research and due diligence and who they invite to as a guest speaker on a short 2-minute mainstream video and Fox channel and Yahoo, whatever. When they have a mass 1 million views audience. They had, from time to time, they invited this Nick Gurley, this punk from ReVenture Consulting, and he gets in there, talk a lot of trash, very inaccurate information, and people, and that will enhance his popularity, get more views for himself. He's getting 1 million views or subscribers, making tons of money monthly basis. And yeah, which is very misleading thing. These people, not just him, right? People like him is out there. People, they have no shame. They're motivated and they're capitalizing people's fears so they can make money. They don't provide any kind of good recommendation, right? They go over a chart and they manipulate the chart about all aspects of real estate. They compare, foreclosure has increased 1,000%, but people believe the headline when you look deeper. Yeah, foreclosure increased 1,000% to 1,000 from 500 foreclosure last month or 6 months ago. If a smart person would look at the historical context, they look beyond the negative headline, they dive deeper. Foreclosure, have increased dramatically from last month, but on a historical basis, it's still an all-time low foreclosure in U.S. history. But are lazy. They believe the headline.
They don't want to think. Yeah.
You and I talked about this before. People are lazy. One extra click, people don't want to do.
Exactly. to get to what you're looking for, it's like you stop at 2 clicks and you don't hit the third one. It's just unfortunate.
What's so disturbing? This kind of videos get so much clicks of my own network. Several of my members, they approached me. They saw ReVenture Consulting, the Crash Bros videos recently. They sent me the link. Look, Mr. Yi, we're seeing a housing crash because this link, ReVenture Consulting or whatever out there in the video, things are going to crash. So therefore, Mr. Yi, I'm not going to invest anymore. And some of these investors, they talked to me recently. They have 3 or 4 properties they already purchased several years ago. People think they are more experienced, they're more sophisticated investor. These so-called investors that within my network, they contact me once in a while. Like I said, I'm not going to mention their names, but there's one guy within my membership. He's supposedly financially well off. He has purchased several properties over the past 5 or 6 years. He keep on sending me this misleading negative headlines from this Crash Bros. And then I challenge him. He still believing into this negative narrative. So, Julie, not just newbies out there within my network, or they're from other network, or they do it on their own, but the so-called experienced investor like this guy, we confront each other like on a monthly basis. He tried to justify his data, which is from the Crash Bros, which is very misleading. And I told him it's wrong, and I told him the reason why. He still don't believe it. So experienced investors are getting this kind of negative headlines, and they start to believe in these narratives. not just news. That is, to me, is very disturbing. Furthermore, one more thing, one of my relatives, I'm not going to say who he is, but he's very smart. He's a financial planner. He's related to me. He received a link. He forwarded me the link from this Crash Bros.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But he's too smart for that. So I told him, I just told him this link comes from a king of the Crash Bros. Okay.
Yeah.
He believed me because he's too smart to follow under negative information. But if this kind of YouTube links are entering the mainstream media and entering into my network, causing some of my members to sit on the sidelines,
Right.
okay, even though you and I produce very credible contents every single week, the housing market is doing fine and all the reasons. Imagine if this kind of negative headlines, this Crash Bros are entering my network of members and entering into my relatives, people I know personally. Imagine how much penetration they have. Their reach.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hundreds of thousands of people. Yes. Getting that negative information.
And I bet you your network of people in your neck of the woods, your friends, your network, I bet you they're getting this negative headlines.
Absolutely. They come up with a lot of objections. Like I said, we've only owned the properties for 3 years, but I think that they are still surprised that we own them. And again, it's like, why would we not? Once you own the property, even if the market does go down, I don't care because I'm still getting the rent. But you got to get it in order to be able to have that mindset. You're sitting on the sidelines, waiting, trying to time the market or listening to the gurus and depending on them to tell you when, you'll never get in.
That's the power of information today. You and I are very logical. We're very educated. We have common sense. I'm not saying other people don't have any of these attributes.
Of course, there.
But again, when you've been bombarded on a daily basis by the social media, everything is headlines, not just the Crash Bros. We're talking, like I said, the mainstream media, CNBC, Yahoo, MSNBC. They are producing negative clickbait, all this social media information. The more clicks you get, the more views you get, the more subscribers you get, you'll make more money. I get that. America will make more money. American is a capitalistic society. Don't get me wrong. I am promoting my investment properties, right? Just like any other person. When an investor buy property within my network, I get paid. Okay. Everybody try to make money. I get it. But do it in a unethical way. If you have no morals, if you don't care about a people livelihood, you just have your own self-interest and you consistently mislead people. Can you sleep at night? Can you sleep at night? And it's just so sad. Americans supposedly are so educated. We have professional job, and a lot of us are engineers and doctors and lawyers and middle managers making very good money, try to do better for themselves and their family. And then they get brainwashed into this negativity world, watching doom and gloom, the world coming to an end, people misinterpreting the data, these Crash Bros, and then people have this analysis paralysis, and they stay on the sideline and miss out on opportunity that you otherwise wouldn't be able to do. Yeah, what is your thoughts?
Oh, no, I agree with you 100%. I think that people just need to learn how to do their research and read past the headline. Even myself, if I'm kind of scrolling through the news or on my phone or Google or whatever, a headline will jump out at me, but sometimes I don't even read past the headline. It's like, oh, that was interesting. And I think people have to learn how to read past the headlines. Look at whatever information is being put out. Does this make sense? Is it just a lot of hype? Just look beyond the headlines, I guess is what I would suggest. Because if you're listening to one person that's got that crash, gloom and doom mindset, you'll never move. You'll never make any decision. Because again, they're making their money by sucking you into their channel. And they don't care if the information they give is good or not good. They just want to get clicks, as you said earlier. So I think it's just important that people just take a little more time. This is a business. This is a real viable business that does take some concentrated effort to get into and to be able to make wise decisions.
Yeah, Julie, you and I, all we can do is provide credible data, educate people the right way. Don't be lazy. You need to do your own research. Don't trust anybody out there. The YouTube world, the social media is what I call it, is the wild, wild west.
Yes, absolutely. And everything on Google is not the gospel. You got to look beyond the headlines.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's pretty much I have to say. I don't know. People are,
I think I would just, last words, I would just encourage your students or whoever's watching this video to do your homework. Get your go, because even regardless of what you hear, and again, going back to that quote about be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy, that's real. So if you're following the herd, the Crash Bros herd, you will never make a decision because you're being fearful because they're fearful, instead of, taking advantage of the market where it is and making some strategic moves to secure your lifestyle and have a better lifestyle.
exactly. For Julie, thank you so much for your time. And as we conclude this, with that in mind, if you receive value from this video, please like and subscribe to my channel and make a comment below. And also subscribe to my email on my website below so you could become a member or a free member of our real estate investment community, so you can get real information, real credible information, so you can start your real estate investment journey to achieve wealth long-term for yourself and your family. Thank you so much, Julie, for co-hosting with me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. See you next time. I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.